What up, guys? So today I want to discuss my thoughts of kind of like how they're structuring the banner system. I did say I was going to discuss this like once everything was like done and all, but then again I wanted to do something else too, and I don't want to like have back-to-back videos of me not not doing anything and just yapping. Granted, most of my stuff is just not doing anything and yapping anyways, but I digress. Let's do some of the free today, just because I want to emphasize that the free stuff is good, because look, I get something good, so you know, how bad could it be? But unfortunately I haven't gotten anything good. Come on. Dude, I'm getting griefed! You just have to believe me that you can get SSRs from there. I've gotten it before, you just gotta believe me. Alright, anyways, for the most part I think I'm gonna be swapped in a different tab, so let me switch tabs. Okay, so I opened up the wiki just because I wanted to show you guys like how often these guys do multiple banner things. And to be honest, I was looking at this before, but for the most part they do like regularly do it. Granted, this was like when the game first came out, so having multiple banners makes sense of like SSR, so I'm not going to really count these when I'm like discussing like if this could be a problem, because I mean this doesn't even matter. They're just regular units. Like the only things that do matter, I would say, is when they do multiple banners for like high value units and then collabs. Because like these I don't really think matter. Like you get an Alice and D, like Blanc and Nord, they're just regular units. You just hop them into the what's it called? Recruitment, the wish list, there you go. But obviously you can do that with the pilgrims nowadays. The only ones you can't do that is with the limited ones, so like collab characters and whatnot. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, these do come in handy. Or like I will mention these two, like the limited, they usually do multiple banners for them, and then yeah, more collabs, multiple, and then this one doesn't matter. Yeah, but for the most part, I was looking at this before. I think I did kind of overreact how they're doing too much. It's usually because last time they did 3 banners for the Evangelion, the first wave, which I was like, Jesus Christ, bro, 3, bro? Yeah, like right here, they did 3 for this, and then, I mean, this doesn't matter, like I said before. They did 2 for Cindy once the 2nd anniversary came out. They did 2 now, they did 2 for this. The Winter Limited. Oh yeah, I mean, they do at least 2 for this. The problem though with some of this is if you're a new player and you missed out on like the first wave, I guess this, I don't want to have this be like the average, or like, you know, how could I put this? I guess like the expected scenario, because like the last collab was Evangelion, and then immediately like where the next slot is, usually it's in again. So like this isn't very like usual, I want to say, but like in future like scenarios, having a second wave for a collab is kind of grieved, because guess what, the new players, they're probably gonna want, like, if they're collectors, obviously if you're not spending a lot of money or like at all, it's kind of hard to be a collector in gacha games because of how they're structured and whatnot. So like if that's the case, then like you don't have to worry about having these limited like reruns from collabs that you missed and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to want it. Like me personally, I'm gonna try to collect them anyways. Like for example, let's say the Nier or Chainsaw Man gets wave 2 and they release like the old units. What was it again? It was Makima and what's her face? Power, yeah? Yeah, and then so I'm gonna get those ones along with the new ones, and then the 2B, I'm gonna want to get 2B and A2. Granted, who could be like wave 2 for the Nier collab? I don't know. I haven't even finished that game. I'm still fucking, I think the last time I left off was on the Adam boss battle. I need to finish that. God damn it. I've been so lazy. Anyways, I got sidetracked. But yeah, stuff like that. Like, wouldn't even matter too much, because these units are going to be old. They're not going to be that useful for like players that, you know, are already very limited in how they're going to use their resources and power up their account. But like, what I mainly wanted to like discuss is how you I know it's kind of griefed about because I know most people already used all their summons and whatnot, and all blew their whole load for the new units and whatnot. But I do want to kind of like give you guys like structure, I guess, on how you should be using your stuff. I did let me see, watch some other like streamers and summons, and I cataloged my own summons too, just to see like the average, and looks like the pity system if you guys don't know, the pity system is you do 10 multis, or 20 rather, sorry. So 200 like pulls, and it'll give you enough to get the free unit, right? Because you get 10 of the pity for every multi, yeah, and you need 200. So 20 multis, you get the unit. And I'm pretty sure that's what they structured their rates around. On average, I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed one copy of the new unit after 20 multis, which makes sense. That's how they structured the pity. The problem is, I know a lot of new players will like use their pulls and then get lucky on like the first couple of multis or whatnot. Like maybe they get the free unit, but then after that they'll get shafted. So I guess in that case I would say I would call that more of like, if you get lucky and get the unit very early, just stop there. Like putting more will kind of just average you out, I feel like. Obviously it's all just RNG, so I mean this isn't even like set in stone and stuff, but I did 33 multis on Siren, and I was able to get 4 copies of her, so I did better than average for the most part. But I did see one guy, poor guy, dude. It was this Japanese streamer. I don't even remember what his name was, but he did 92 multis, and after the 92nd is when he finally got Siren Max, so 4 copies. And his stats for the most part, I think I have them right here. I think it is 19 SSRs in total and 8 Pilgrims from the 92 multis. Like that is gross. And then fortunately for him though, I wanted to see how he averaged on what's her face, Mihara's banner when she came out. Fortunately, it doesn't look like he spent too much money to get, like dump into her. He got pretty lucky. I think second multi he got Mihara. So he just stopped there, which is what I recommend. Usually if you get like second or third multi, you get them, you shouldn't go for them anymore. And I know it's different for these types of banners because they're boosted pilgrims, because they are, pilgrims, they're what you want to dump a lot of summons into if you have them. But definitely keep in mind, if they're going to continue pulling like 3 banners out for fucking like collabs and whatnot at the same rates as 4%, it'll be quite interesting and moving forward. But yeah, funny part about that stream, I watched the he did the Mihara thing. He like does streams for the summons and whatnot, and he did his free daily pulls, and he got a siren from that. That was actually comedy gold, bro. Like he did 92 multis and barely got out with 4 sirens. And then the next day, or not the next day, but you know what I mean, when Mihara came out, he did the single for free, and that gave him a siren. That's just the biggest troll I think I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But what else did I want to discuss? I guess some ideas moving forward, which I doubt they're gonna do. It depends on like how the landscape of the game changes, but they probably won't increase the rates, because I think their pity system is like built around that. But what they could do potentially is, eventually if they release enough units, I guess they could introduce a guaranteed SSR unit. I'm not sure. Dokkan, like, in case you don't know, I come a lot from Dokkan. I used to play that shit a lot, so that's what my usual like gacha knowledge comes from. They did do guaranteed SSRs. I don't remember when they did it. I think it was after they did it very like early on in the game's life cycle, or lifespan rather, but that was also because the SSR pool, like the general pool, is just way bigger in there, like because they for the most part like consistently do 2 units easily, like for regular events, because they have the regular SSR, and then the banner unit is also an SSR, which this game doesn't. if anything, this game like just does max 2 SSRs and have them on different banners for like a celebration. Also, considering the Dokkan celebrations are like double dual Dokkan Fest or like anniversary, they're doing 4 banners, so like potentially that's what 8 units that are new. So those get added into the pool potentially. Like at least the banner is like 4 units of that get added into the pool. So like guaranteed SSR makes sense there, right? Whereas in here, I should have counted how many like night SSRs you can get in total. I don't remember, but I don't think it's as substantial in here to warrant like guaranteed SSRs. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like with how many banners they're releasing like over and over that are like high value and or limited, I don't know. I feel like people will start complaining, or it might get pretty bad. I think the only remedy you can do this, or like you can do if you're like free player or you're not a big spender, is, to be honest, you should, even though they are high value, you should probably like don't go too deep into the pilgrims. I know that's kind of counterintuitive, but like if you want to guarantee yourself to not be griefed for like collabs, you can like, especially if you're like a guy who's like, oh, if they have my favorite unit from my series X, Y, and Z, if they release it, I want to get 11 copies and have them fully max, like as much as I can. Then it is kind of it's kind of griefed to try to like use your stuff like regularly. Obviously, I feel like if you shouldn't be summoning on like banners like these, right? Like Ein Rogue, Ein's really good and stuff, and like Flora's pretty mid. Mana, I mean, these slots are like just there for events. Like you shouldn't really be summoning for these anyways, especially because they get added to the wishlist thingy. So yeah, I mean, like stuff like these, I don't feel like you should be summoning at all. Like maybe one multi if you want to just YOLO. I guess. I mean, go ahead. It's your account, not mine, right? I can't really tell you how to play. I will say though, a lot of people get like iffy on like, oh no, never summon on this unit, or only summon on like this type of banner or not. But realistically, you can do whatever you want. And also, like, if there is a NPC in the game that like you really like, and let's say they finally get their own unit, but she's like mid, and everyone's like, oh, this bitch is trash, don't summon on this, but like you should summon. If she's your favorite unit, then like go ahead. I don't think you should hold off in case she's like bad or people don't like it. If she's your favorite, then just go for it. Like it doesn't even matter. Like it is your account. So if someone's your favorite, like I always have felt this, even if like units are bad, because like on Dokkan, I really like the Vegito and the Goku Black units because they always have really nice animations and they look cool. So like even if they're mid or like their banners in a really bad time slot, like I would still go for them because I think they're cool. So like yeah, I feel like having that mindset is nice for you, and it helps you, I guess have more fun playing the game, I should say. So yeah, I would say stuff like that. But moving forward, I guess another strategy you could do is like you could potentially dump a lot of stones. God damn it, I'm gone the Dokkan talk. A lot of your resources like gems and whatnot, your tickets, into the pilgrims, and then just only save your pity for the collab units. That's also not the worst, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting trying to play this now that they have pilgrims in the pool that you can like what's it called? Like you can wishlist in the regular recruit. It is kind of interesting because now it's not really high value like that much, at least how like was in the past, to pull on pilgrims, considering you can put them in the pool. Granted, unlike them, obviously you can pull the regular units from like your molds and whatnot, which I'm praying that they revamp that. Trust me, I'm saving all my fucking molds and praying that they revamp it. I might be saving for a long time, but I'm committed. You guys don't understand how much of a crackhead I am. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, it is, I would say just try to keep in mind like the limited is a little bit high value like more value than the pilgrim because of how like easy it is to get pilgrims nowadays, whereas limited, it's either now or never. And now pilgrims you can add into your wish list and then like have a chance to pull them there. Granted, you are banking on the fact that a lot of these limited characters are good, or at least decent. Like, a lot of them aren't even that good, to be honest. Like, I feel like when the Evangelion Wave 2 came out, I feel like those two weren't even, like, as on par as, like, when, What's-Her-Face came out. Once Asuka came out, the first wave, I feel like she was really good because she had the Pierce, and, like, she had pretty good damage as an attacker, and then she supported the fire element. So, like, she had Pierce, she supports fire element. Like, that show was pretty good. Whereas when Wave 2 came out, that Asuka and that Rei were, like, kind of, like, compared to how much Asuka affected the, like, or how Asuka, like, pulled up compared to the rest of the game, was way better than how these two units pulled up to the game and, like, how good they were compared to it. It's kind of is grief, though. If you are saving for, like, a collab to see, like, what you could get, and then they turn out to not be as good, that does kind of suck, though. But I would say, for the most part, you only really need one copy of, like, a collab unit if you care. If you just want to collect it, or, like, even if you just want to use it, like, on your team or on a backup team or just in general, you only realistically need one copy. I don't think it's worth, if you're not going to use her a lot, to have like try to max her out with 4 copies or even 11 copies. Like, that's wild. Like, yeah, I don't know, especially because they might even age. Like, Amelia is good, like when I was pulling for her, at least for like what I was using her. I still like using her for my playstyle, but like compared to a lot of units that are out now, like, she does not like compare, you know what I mean? Especially Rem. Like, Rem kind of got really aged out. I can't really use her like at all, especially since my burst 2 are literally just Crown Naga. Like, that's just go-to burst 2, and she has like no room to fit on like any types of teams I run nowadays, or like main teams rather. But like, you know what I mean. Yeah, for the most part, I think that is it. I try to look around for like what other people try to say, for like, at least on Reddit, I couldn't really find much. I did just, for the most part, watch a lot of people's streams for like their summons, and yeah, it looked like on average it was 20 pulls to get the new unit, so yeah. But yeah, it is pretty interesting on how they're releasing a lot of more and more banners, but I guess it does make sense since they got the recruitment. How do I keep calling the recruitment? The wish list, gosh dang it. So yeah, it is quite easier than now, so maybe they feel a little bit more impelled to have more banners on like Book Celebrations. But we will see. The next collab is going to be what's his face? Stellar Blade. I'm pretty sure that's in July or June, something like that. But there is a chance that's going to be 3 banners, so just keep that in mind. I feel like keeping that in the back of your head is pretty important. But yeah, I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts on it. Like, for the most part, I've been playing this game for 1 year, and actually, how about I go over which ones I summoned right quick? How long is it? This is a 20-minute video, just me yapping, but real quick, let me just go over, like, what I summoned when I first started playing. So I started playing around here. God damn it, come on, scroll down. I started playing right here, right? Because I wanted to give myself some time to save up some, like, stuff before the ReZero collab came out, and I basically, like, used everything for this. And then after that, unfortunately, I don't think I had enough resources to summon on Crown, which sucked, because she was so good. Granted, I didn't really know what I was doing at that time. Like, I didn't really understand that, like, why Crown was so broken, and, like, what she did for the team, and why that was so valuable, if that makes sense. But yeah, I summoned on that, and then I kind of saved all of my stuff. I didn't summon on these, not these, not these. I summoned on this, though. I got Sakura maxed, and then a copy of Rosanna, I think. And then I think I got one of each. Actually, I don't think I got the Neon. Yeah, I think I might have skipped the Neon. Even though I'm a collector, I feel like I skipped the Neon like a moron. Oops. Unfortunate. But let's see. I summoned on that, and then I skipped all this, and then I summoned on Asuka or the Evangelion collab, and then skipped on this, and then I summoned for a second anniversary, and then I summoned for this, and then unfortunately I skipped Rappy Red Hood because I'm a moron because god damn it, I was saving for the second collab because I had a feeling that it was going to be something that I want. I didn't expect it to be like Evangelion right after the last collab, which kind of threw me off. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't sub it on Rappy at all. I got griefed. But yeah, for the most part, I don't think like the way I summoned was terrible. I feel like this is kind of what you want if you're like trying to play how I'm trying to play. And I guess I'm not trying to get like the craziest account. Like I'm not, oh, I'm prioritizing the best units meta XYZ, you know what I mean? But if I feel like if you want to have fun with the collabs especially, you kind of have to do it like that. And then let's see. So yeah, because I liked Maiden. I liked that unit, and I like how it was designed. So I got her max. I got 4 copies of her, and I got 1 of Guillotine. Let's see. And then yeah, I summoned on this, and then I just summoned on Siren and stuff. I feel like saving it like that is probably the best idea. I mean, it is kind of obvious. You want to save for limited time because they're limited, and then anniversaries because they're boosted Pilgrim, and they usually give you free stuff and like yada yada yada. But yeah, I do think that is everything I wanted to cover. Dang, I've been yapping for a long ass time, but let me know what you guys think about like the banner system and what's it called? The raids and pity and whatnot. And I guess let me know what you guys think the most high value banners are. I'm curious to see like if you guys are different and like, oh, the pilgrims are way better than the limited. You don't know what you're talking about, you know what I mean? But whatever. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll catch you guys later.